that covers the parts. Let's start looking at the assembly. Stick this guy up top. You can see on this we have 2 slots in and a slot in there, so I'm pretty sure that is a quick zip tie fixture. And that's really just holds together the bottom plate facing downwards with the nice standoffs as we're going to mount the electronics. I got to zip tie the other side on first. So 1 zip tie on this side and 2 zip ties on this side. One thing when the belt is continuous, it must be applied to the roller before the roller is installed, or easily replaceable. I'm starting with the hardest part of the stack up on purpose, just to kind of get an overview of the machine, and, well, best to get out of the way first. Well. So the stack up I worked out is a nylock nut slid inside the output of the cycloidal gearbox, clamped to a second nylock nut which is slid inside the yellow roller end cap, followed by the roller, the second yellow roller end cap, and another nylock nut inserted into him. This is a 5/16 rod, so it takes a 1/2 inch driver on the nut. Or if you're in a pinch and you peak metric, 13mm works fine. My goal is to get this going without damaging the threads too much. So I need this nut to get all the way clamped in. I think that's as good as we're going to get. Just that slides on here. You need more threaded rods sticking out this side. So it is a fairly small roller, but the only thing that's keeping this pipe locked on is the force here. I might go back, open that up, and add some rubber cement or some kind of, maybe some silicone, just some kind of glue in there. Definitely need to tighten that on further. I'm just not sure how. There. I think that's sorted. There's still a little bit of play in there. I don't think I need to get it all out. We shall see. So what's basically happening is this is an off-centric that turns slowly as it fits into its this frame that goes on there. This tiny little purple part is what does the off-centricity. So let's put together the rest of the drive system. Before we do that, we'll probably add the belt. Z motor engages on that. I really can't demonstrate or turn it very well from the outside. That is the plan. That looks like it'll work pretty well. The motor wires point down. The motor needs to be mounted from the inside with the screws, so you also need some M3 nuts to hold the motor itself on. And we're still using only 10mm. Like we want a 20mm screw, and these are blind. These are screws are going to be threading into the plastic. Means I'm not going to put all of them on right away. that is one motor sorted. Not sure how to hold that bearing on, or if there's a better way to keep them behaving in the groove, but we'll worry about it later. Okay. So that is the install of the Z. We'll look at the other axis, just because I feel like getting the belt on early is a good thing. This guy is slotting right in there. There's two bearings. Getting these rollers on is a bit of a pain, but that's alright. Once you do that, bearings on either side. The bearings are what's basically holding this guy together. You see they have a little slot to slide in. You can get the skinny zip ties in 6" as well as 4". Just happen to have these around from previous projects. The tensioning system for the belt is right here. Literally just this. You see that zip tie is pulling this bearing in. Do the same on the other side with this bearing. Being careful not to put the tension on very high at first. Now we're not going to be tensioning the belt now. We'll wait till assembled in his electronics. Okay. Well, that looks like the belt axis sorted. I think before I add any more motors, I'm actually going to remove these and crimp them properly to a 4-pin connector. Get rid of the red wire. You don't actually need to re-crimp the wires. These little tabs, and you can actually remove each wire in turn, and then you just need a 4-pin connector. I'll do a separate video on doing that, just keep it focused. Yeah, I think that's progress for today. We have the belt axis sorted. Next step is doing this guy X-axis, which just clips on. 2 more axes left, then electronics and programming, and we got ourselves a printer. Happy printing, folks.